Now we're going to format our worksheet so that our report titles show up nicely and also these labels. So let's start with our report title. Right now our font size is 12, but normally for report titles you would want a font size of 20 to 22. So I'm going to right click here on row number 2 and I'm going to insert. I'm going to insert a row up here and I'm going to copy July to December. I'm going to copy it to A2. So A1 is 2017 total sales by agent, and A2 is July to December. And now I'm going to use my mouse to click on A1 and I drag all the way to H1. So this is the total width of the report. And up here under the Home tab, you will see under Alignment, there's this button here. If you click the arrow next to it, it tells you it's Merge and Center. So what it does is it will merge all the cells that I've selected and it will center the content of those cells in the combined cell. So I'm now going to click Merge and Center. Okay, so now A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1, G1, and H1 have been merged into one cell, which is A1. You can see the name up here. And the contents have been centered in that combined cell. I'll do the same thing, A2 to H2, merge and center. And now I can change this to size 20. Now, if the height does not increase to what you want, you can make it increase the row height. I can right click here on row 1. Okay, this is 23.5. So I'll do the same for the next row. Right click. You can type the row height so that they'll be consistent. Okay, and I can also put a background color here. I can show it in boldface. Okay, so that's a nice effect. And now I can also format the months in bold. I can put a border top and bottom. And over here, I can also put on the total row, I can also put a border above. So top border. And down here, I can also put a border. This will be a bottom border. And I can also add a background color here to distinguish it from the report title area. Okay, and now the next part is I want to highlight the top revenue for each month so that it stands out more. So I'm going to select B4 to B9, okay, this set of cells. And then up here, there's something called conditional formatting. So in conditional formatting, you can apply a format to a range, but that format will only appear in that cell if it satisfies the condition that you set for it. So let's enter a rule. So over here, we have highlight cells rules. And you can see that there's a number of categories here. This is top or bottom rules, data bars, and so on. So how about we go to top and bottom rules? And over here you have top 10 items. So let's click this one. Okay, and then there's a window that pops up and we can narrow down this number. So instead of showing the top 10 with this format, light red fill with dark red text, I'm just gonna format the top 1 item. So that would be the highest revenue. And then I click OK. So now you see that Ross generated the highest revenue for the month of July. So only this cell shows up with that light red background with red text. We'll do the same for August. Initial formatting, top bottom, top 1. For August, the top salesman was Kinsley. the same for September. December. Okay. So now you'll see that Ross was the top salesperson for July, September, October, and December. And Kinsley was the top salesperson for August and November. So we could actually add a comment here to make sure that it's recorded here. So I'm going to right click on A8 because it contains the name of Ross. And when I right click, I see a shortcut menu and there's an option to insert a comment. So I'm going to insert a comment. A comment is just any text that you want to add to explain the contents or describe the contents of a cell. And over here it says administrator because that's the username that I'm using right now, but I don't need it, so I'm going to backspace. Okay, so I'm just going to say here, Ross is the top salesperson for July, September, October, and December. Resize that. Okay, and then when I'm done entering this comment, if I click on another cell, that comment disappears. But there's a red triangle here. So whenever you see a cell that has a red triangle on the upper right-hand corner, you point your mouse over it and the comment will show up as a balloon um, tip. Now I'm going to enter a comment on A6 for Kinsley. August and November. Resize this. So now when I put my mouse over A6, it describes Kinsley. And I put it over A8, it describes Ross.